Once a Microsoft team has been created, it's time to start adding members. It's important to know upfront that the options you will see will vary depending on whether you are a team owner or a member of the team and whether or not the team is public or private. Let's start with the team owner role. I am the owner of the M365 Webinars team, and this is a private team. I can go to the three dots next to the team name and select Add Member. A floating dialog box appears, and all I need to do is type in the name of the person I want to add. You can type as many names as you want into the field and then click the Add button. As the team owner, I will see the option to change the role for the person being added. Click the drop-down and you can see that instead of the default of member, you can select owner. For now, we're just going to leave Joni as a member of the team and click on Close. To verify team membership, go back to the three dots for more options and select Manage Team. In the content area of the screen, you will see a list that shows the owners and the members or guests of the team. And here we see Joni Sherman. In other videos, I have mentioned that it's important to have more than one owner. So while we're here, we can use the drop-down next to anybody's name and switch it to owner. In this example, Adele. So now we have 2 owners and 4 members of the team. At the top of the screen, you can also add additional members and you'll get the same floating dialog box we saw a moment ago. And now I can add Grady to the team. Because this is a private team, that means that by default, the owners of the team have to approve any new member requests. The team owners can go into settings and generate a code if they want to allow their team members to add others without needing approval. If you want to control the membership, then make sure that this code is removed. If you change your mind, you can always generate it again at a later date. I have logged in as Diego so that we can take a look at the Add a Member steps for somebody who is not an owner. You still click on the 3 dots and click Add Member and type in the name. The difference here is that Diego, as a member of the team, doesn't have an add button and he doesn't have the option to change the role of the person. He is just suggesting a new team member. So instead, he has a send request button, which will send a notification to the team owners. We will take a look at that pending request here in a moment, but before we leave Diego's profile, let's take a look at the steps to add a member to a public team. The M365 user support team is a public team. That means that anybody can join it. So that also means that any of the team members can suggest additional team members. All you have to do is type in the name and select Add. As a member of the team, you cannot change the roles, but neither does the owner have to approve the request. Now let's switch back to the team owner profile so that we can see that pending request that Diego sent. Only team owners can see the pending request tab. I can see the name of the new member and who suggested the addition to the team. That way, if there are any questions, the owner knows who to contact. I can accept or deny, but in this case, let's go ahead and click accept and add Patty to the team. Now we know how to add members to a team, whether we're an owner or a member. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.